What's up, guys, and welcome back. As you can clearly see, I'm back in Destiny. I wanted to show you the full exotic collection of weapons, at least. Took me 3 years, but I got it. Everything. Alright, so of course I've used that before, and I kinda enjoy it. Haven't used it recently. That one I don't really care for. This one I've used it on and off in the past. Not a favorite. That one I don't think I've ever used. Monte Carlo. Probably just for fun. Now the first curse. It was a struggle getting this gun. But I couldn't see myself using it too much. Tested it out in the field and oh my god. It's not very exciting to use. I mean, it's nice to have as a collectible, but that's about it. A last word, I was happy when I got that. It was kind of fun to use in the Crucible. And also, if you saw one of my previous videos, I cut it for Destiny 2. Once I get it up to 700, I'll be using it a lot more in D2. But here, it's really just a Crucible gun. I mean, you can use it in PvE, but it's not really that great. So, yeah. Now, Hawk Moon. Heard that this was a really, really good Crucible gun. I don't really see people using it all that much in the Crucible, though. I heard the year 1 version was better. I'm not really sure about that, but hey, what do I know? I don't really play Crucible that much, so I couldn't really tell you. And for as long as I've had it, I have not used it since I got it. It's just one of those exotics that I decided to shelf because, you know, there were so many more better exotics out there. At least for PvE. This one here, No Time to Explain, was, and still is, my pride and joy. It was the second raid exotic that I laid my hands on. So, of course it's gonna hold a special place in my heart. It's really fun to use, and the echo chamber with that giant harpy, because it's pretty much just infinite ammo if you just get all crit shots by using that cheese spot. Bad juju, well, it's really good for supers, but in my experience with it, it's just okay. It's not too bad, but not too good. However, it's really good when it comes to fighting Atheon solo, because you know that fight. If you do it solo, you just have to like keep self-resing over and over again. Don't get me wrong, the fight's really hard, but with this, it's more possible. Your odds are slightly better, is what I'm saying. Now the Red Death, I've used this recently even, and Nightfalls with exposure, or just activities in general with exposure, because, oh my gosh, I like having, you know, a shield that's harder to break through, but it's a little annoying that it doesn't regenerate, so this really does help out in a pinch. This gun here, Bullying Gemini, how do I put this? It's garbage. I don't see any use for it. It feels more like an experimental exotic, and it doesn't really feel too exotic, so I mean, if you like it, that's fine. I just don't like it. Touch of Malice. My third favorite exotic. To say the least, darn police. To say the least, I love this exotic. It's great. Because, oh my goodness, it's basically, if you use it right, you can do so much damage to enemies. And of course, it's most potent in King's Fall, but if you want to use it in strikes, go ahead. I think you'll like it. You just gotta be really careful, because like once you get down to that final bullet, you know what happens to your health. So if you're careful with the gun and you know how to use it properly, it's great. But if you don't like it because of the drawbacks, I totally understand. Just depends on the player, what your tastes are. But seriously, this gun is devastating in the right hands. Now, the Jade Rabbit, there's not much for me to say about it. I haven't used it. So hopefully it's good. Maybe I'll test it out today because I've been feeling like, just going around and trying out new things because I've been using a lot of the same weapons because they're so good. But who knows? Once I use it, I'll tell you what it's like. This gun, which looks funny enough like Chaos Dogma, since it's obviously a Normalem gun. I hear that it's really good for storm colors, but I have not tested it out yet. I just wanted it to have it. I have a bad habit of just collecting exotics and never using them. Understandably so, because there's exotics that you love and you'll use every single day, and there's exotics that you just like, oh, cool. I'll just have it in the collections. So yeah, it's one of those exotics. But who knows? I haven't used my Stormcaller in a while, so maybe it is fantastic. And I'm just sleeping on it. The Muta Multi-Tool. How do I say this? I'm pretty sure it's good. It's just one of those exotics that I keep forgetting about. I mean, I want to use it, but I just never get around to it. So, yeah. Yeah, it's like that. It's not that I hate it. It's just that I don't use it. But who knows? Oh, finally. I was trying to play Destiny 2 earlier, but whatever. I will get around to using this gun. I promise. And I'll tell you all about it. The Thorn. What can I say about this one? Good things. Good things. It's really pretty to look at, and I like that damage that it does. The acid damage. It's really nice. I've used it in strikes and nightfalls. I wouldn't recommend using it in nightfalls unless primary damage is favored. But if you want to try it out, go for it. I mean, the quest to get it, it's really not even that bad. And here's a big if you're using the Warlock. If you're using a Titan or a Hunter, my advice for you is don't. You're giving yourself a hard way to go. So just get the quest on your Warlock and do it there. It took me 3 hours to get this gun. So, yeah. The Kvashtov. What do I even say about you? I was so excited to get the gun, but I used it once, and that was it. Because thing is, it's not really too fun to use. It's just kind of meh. But please, by all means, do not take my words at face value, because just talking from experience, I don't do research on these guns. I'm not good with this type of stuff. I'm just telling you what I think. I think it's probably pretty decent, but I'm just being a little, you know, iffy on it. I sleep on a lot of good guns, so, please, if you find that gun useful, use it. But I don't see people running around using it too often. Not in patrols, not in strikes, not nightfalls, not raids, not even in Crucible. So, who knows, maybe I'm right in my assessment of, it being meh. It would be better off as a legendary. Let me just say that. Now back to this gun. Outbreak Prime. This is my favorite primary in the game. No debate. I've been striving to get the gun for 2 years now. Okay? 2. And when I finally got it, oh my gosh, it felt so good. Heck yeah. I like to see the swarms that pop out of it when you get, constant precision damage, or if you kill an enemy. It doesn't always do it, but when it does, oh man, it's so pretty. And it's so deadly. Now, the Necrochasm. This here was actually the first great exotic that I laid my hands on. And boy, I was not disappointed with the gun. But over time, when I got different and better guns, this one kind of bit the dust. But let me tell you what I like about it. What I like about this gun, it's the fact that once you get a kill with this thing, it does the thrall explosion. And I'm like, oh my god, that is so cool. I like it in Arc Singe activities in particular. Because, oh my gosh, it's just spray and play. Like, what's not to love if you're an auto rifle fan? Which I am. And once you get this, this here, oh my gosh, it's so cool. It's so freaking cool. I mean, this here is kind of a boring look to it. You need this ornament. You need this ornament to make it really pop. Alright. Atheon's Epilogue. What to say about this one? It's actually pretty nice. But I just recommend that you use the legendary version.
Welcome home, Hunter.
It's just as good. So, there you go. I haven't used it in the raid, but I have used the legendary version in the raid. And with oracles, it's okay. It's okay. The Fatebringer is, how do I just say it? It's a very freaking good hand cannon. If you don't have it, you should go out and get it. But when it comes to the Fatebringer Adept, well, you're better off with the Legendary. I don't see myself using this too often. And don't get me wrong, I've been meaning to use it, I just haven't. But my friends keep telling me, like, you have the exotic, but the legendary is just as good. So, take it with the grain of salt. If you can get both, ouch, bit my tongue, get both. Who knows, maybe I'll do another video field testing all these guns. Just to, compare and contrast them to one another. But then again, Dado already did that. But those were with certain guns. Praetor's Timepiece. What can I say about you? This was my go-to legendary in the raid. The Atheon raid. I can't remember the name right now for the life of me. The exotic version, it's nice, but it's not really worth the slot exactly. You'd be better off using No Time to Explain if you really want to use an exotic pulse rifle. That or Outbreak Prime, just to have something worthy of using the exotic slot. But you don't really have to take my word for it. If you want to use Praetor's Timepiece Adept, damn it, go ahead and use Praetor's Timepiece Adept. I ain't gonna stop you. But between you and me, I hear Steel Medulla, the exotic one. Yeah, it's all that. So, yeah, there you go. You can use that too. Division of Confluence Adept. Yes. I'll say that, yes. Use it. Use it. It's a fun exotic to use. It has Solar Cinch. And it's... Just look at this. Full auto. It's beautiful. I love full auto scout rifles. They're beautiful. So yes, go out there and get it. You need this gun. You will not regret getting this gun. I'm not going to explain why, but once you get your hands on it, you'll see exactly why. Now, I think the Abyss Defiant was my first adept raid weapon. I use it a couple times in strikes. And, what do I have to say about it? Well, first of all, it looks flippin' cool. It's awesome to look at. But as an auto rifle in general, you're better off with Atheon's Epilogue. Legendary or exotic, you know. Because this is one of those okay guns, but you know, not like all the rage guns, you know. It's nice to have it, because like I said, it's pretty to look at, but it's not all that. It's really not. But hey, you get your hands on it. You make the final judgment. Word of Crota. This was back when I thought adept ray weapons were flippin' awesome, because I was new to this, to, you know, getting adept weapons, and I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna collect them all, and it's gonna be so great, and you know, the flames have kind of died out, and as time went on, I got a little bit more realistic. I'm like, yeah, these are cool, but you know, they're not as awesome as I thought they'd be. And this was the first taste of that. I mean, granted, I haven't had a void hand cannon before, so I thought that was pretty rad. But
Six was assembling a team earlier.
I don't know what to say about this gun. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not too amazing either. But one redeeming quality that I do like about it is that it does have explosive rounds. And you have to understand, when I started playing Destiny, when I got my hands on hand cannons with explosive rounds, I was always happy. Even though I don't really think they're all that great anymore. They're still cool to have around. So, there's that. The Oversoul Addict.
Day off, Guardian?
That's okay. That's okay. I would use it because it's full auto. And yes, this is a gun that I use from time to time. It's not one that I just shelf and forget about. So it's okay, but it's not really, I want to say, Steel Medulla or Outbreak Prime, or even, you know, No Time to Explain, but I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it if you get your hands on it. Fang of Virute. I got nothing. I just shrugged. Grab it just to grab it. Try it out. You make the assessment. Because there's nothing that I really enjoy about it. Anguish of Tristan Adept. Well, I like the legendary version of it, but this one, I think it looks cooler. I so I like it too. But I think I would find myself using the legendary version instead. Not too much to say about it. Although I do kind of like this perk right here. So that's a redeeming quality, I'll say. People say this one is bad. Like, really, really bad. And I don't see what the fuss was all about. Because in my time using it, it's actually been pretty okay, if I'm being totally honest. It's not really a godsend or anything, but if you use it right, you'll like it. That's what I'll say about that. It's kind of difficult to, use this perk with it. But then again, if you're a hand cannon expert, then who knows, you might put this to really good use. Ooh. I've never used this. I never used this gun against any Taken, so. Who knows? Maybe I'll try it against the Taken boss one day, just to see what it's like. But that's pretty much, all the guns that I really wanted to comment on. I don't think I have anything else to say about any other, guns. Not interested. Oh yeah, I was talking about this earlier. Keep hearing that this is the best pulse rifle in the game. Don't really have any arguments against that though. I was talking about this earlier too. The fact that it looks just like the Talalik. Here, this baby is a absolutely insane scout rifle. I haven't fully upgraded it, so haven't used it to the fullest of its abilities. I like this one. It's pretty nice. Heroic Strikes and Nightfalls with Void Burn. I think I prefer this ornament to this one. This one's kind of dull. Oh yeah, I used to use this a lot. I can't believe I said I used to hate fusion rifles. I had problems, dude. I freaking had problems. I love fusion rifles nowadays. First time I saw this gun, I legit thought it was a sniper rifle. But as you can see, it's a fusion. So, nope. This was Destiny 2 calls a linear fusion rifle. Whatever that means. Maybe it just means that it's less spray and it's more focused. Like a sniper. At least that's what I understand.
Have you been out to the reef, Cody? How was it today?
You know, I didn't really care about this one, but I just got it because I really just wanted to have every exotic in the game. Thing is, it's just like I thought it would be. I mean, I feel like it's pretty much the same as it is in Destiny 2. Except, you know, in D2 it just doesn't have the solar damage. Yeah, it's fine, don't get me wrong. You don't really see me using it too much in the Crucible. But when I did use it in the Crucible, it was sort of fun.
I'm honored, Warlock.
Funny thing about this gun, I did use it, just not my cup of tea. Sorry about that, I was just checking to see where my microphone was. Not a fan of the invective. Not a fan. Or this gun. Not really sure why, but I'm just not. This gun, I tried it out. I hate it. Well, you know, don't get me wrong, the freaking damage, it's pretty good, but I hate the range. I hate the range. Like, could it be any lower? Seriously, man, that's the only thing I hate about this gun. That makes me not use it. The range. That's it. If it had more range to it, I'd like it a bit more. I like this shotgun. Cause it's like a freaking pulse rifle. It's so freaking fun to use. It's so fun. But just like the other one, the Force Horsemen. Horsemen. Where's the TH coming? That's funny. Anyway, it's just the range on this one too. If it had slightly more, you'd see me running around with it a little bit more often. I've had so much fun with this one. Particularly in Crucible matches. I mean, it didn't always guarantee me a kill, but like I said, it's just fun to use. And then there's reserve ammo. Like, yes, you want that in the Crucible with special weapons. I mean, sure, it only gives you 15 shots, but use those 15 shots right, you'll get yourself a kill or two. Never really paid this gun any attention. I had so many copies of it, but I just deleted them all. Because I never once used it. I think I should. Because I kinda like this one. This perk. But then again, it has competition like this. The year after I got that recently, but I never used it. As a matter of fact, I got this in the Wrath of the Machine raid. And you know what's funny? I had no idea you could still get Black Spindle from Crota's End. I didn't know that. I thought you had to do the heroic mission. I know what it is. It's just I forgot the name of it. I'll show you later. Remind me. Patience and time. I used that a lot back in the day. I had good times with it. Maybe it was because it was a 4-shot sniper rifle. I like this gun so much. In fact, I have it on me right now. I like this ornament. Makes it look 10 times better. I like this gun so much because it's a pleasure to use in strikes. It's pretty satisfying in the Crucible. And, well, depending on how you use it, it's pretty nice to use in some raids. Only issue with this one, not enough ammo as a primary. I love this one because it auto-gens ammo, auto-regens ammo. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I think I like this ornament best.
Good readings from the traveler today.
Okay. This one is an absolute snorefest to me. It's just, I mean, I really tried with this one. But I don't know, it would just be so much better as a legendary. It's not worth the exotic slot. I mean, yes, it's a sniper rifle. Yes, it's a primary. But it doesn't deserve the slot. Not by any means. And the rate of fire, don't get me started on that, it sucks so hard. It just takes so long. Just like, please. Oh my gosh. I just have no rep for this gun. If you like it, so be it. I wonder why they changed the name from Black Hammer to Black Spindle. That's the ornament I always use. Do I really have to say anything about this? Nothing but good things. Best used in the Atheon and the Vosic encounter. So there you go. Oh yeah, you can also use it for bosses and strikes and nightfalls if you feel like it. Just make sure you're a good shot first. Thunderlord. I used to use it, but I stopped. Because, how do I put this? I'm not too terribly interested in machine guns. At least in Destiny 1. In Destiny 2, however, I love the Thunderlord. It's great. Who knows, I might give machine guns another chance. You know, I gotta, broaden out in terms of the guns that I use anyway, so. You might see me use it in D1 one day. Just like the good old times. SGA. Huh. I was a nerd for this gun a while back. I don't know, I just like how many shots he could fire. I felt like it was pretty good for damage. Be it rank and file enemies, be it majors or ultras. I think I tried to use this one back in Skolas Revenge. I mean, I think it's good. I think it's good. The problem is I just don't use it often. Like, it's rare you'd see me walking around with one of these. I'll give it another chance someday. I got these 3 swords, like, I don't know, over the course of a couple of days. I was just so bored. And besides, I wanted some more exotic swords. Just figure I'd check those off the list. I can't really say too much about this. Favorite rocket launcher in the game. It really is. But then again, it does have competition nowadays. In my eyes. And that would be this baby over here. Yep. The Hesed Vengeance. If it wasn't for this rocket launcher, I would be using Galley all day, every day. You know? But it's an excellent legendary rocket launcher. And thanks to this, I can use, exotic primaries as I want. I really like the way that this machine gun looks. It looks like a submarine for whatever reason. This used to be my go-to exotic until Gallarhorn. I was so naive back then. I was like, hey, I got a freaking sword. I'm a badass. And this here is just Solar Thunderlord and Void Thunderlord. So yeah, that's pretty much everything.